I'm going to open the kiln to see what's come out of the biscuit firing, and it's an exciting moment, so I thought I would share it on my live video feed. Cunning plan. Anyway, so here we go, so that you can see. Okay, so I'm going to open it. So this is what I call kiln A. So when I describe on my blog which kiln I'm using, if I say small kiln and it's the left-hand side, or kiln A, this is the one I'm talking about. It's still slightly warm to the touch, but it's 29 degrees, as you can see by the control on the wall. So this is one of Dad's, a very simple bowl that we weren't sure whether we'd do. We're going to make into a dog bowl. And then we put one shelf in the top. So I've got two of my pots there. I might try and move you in so you can look a bit more. Yeah, so you've got one shelf. This is where I break one. So this, it's number 9, I think. So on the bottom of each one, I put the number of love hearts to say how many. So I couldn't carry on doing it until over 100, otherwise I wouldn't have enough room on the bottom of pots. So what I've done is, to signify 10, I put a love heart, which gives me an idea of which number each pot is. Unfortunately, I can't see them without my glasses on. And so you have to very carefully take this out, which is a kiln shelf. And the way we pack them in means that some pots, because it's a biscuit firing, they don't stick to each other, so some pots can be on top of each other and some pots can be inside each other. There is a slight risk with that, in that if one of them breaks, then it shatters near the other, but it's not such a risk on a biscuit fire. So here they all are. Makes you realise what size they are when I put them out like this, doesn't it? So to all those people who have been sponsoring me, I really, really appreciate it, because it does make it feel as though all this is worthwhile. Not that it wouldn't be anyway. Now that, it's one of the students' pots that have come on a course here. So we pop that in at the same time, and so this is a white stoneware clay, and is one that was recommended to me by Caroline down at Ashbrook Studios, and is one that Dad's been using. It's I think it's Earthstone Original. I think that's what it's called. But this is a toasted stoneware, and it's got iron in it, so when you fire it, it gives speckles in the glaze. So if it's a white glaze, it will have speckles of brown in it, which is quite interesting, but not, for me, as easy to throw. So the latest pots that I've been doing have been in this clay. So I'll put the ones that aren't mine to the side. That wasn't a wink, by the way, that was me turning my head to the side and not being able to keep my eye open. It makes you, so what Dad was saying, so the first thing I had to do for ages was do cylinders, and he's been getting me, for the earlier pots I was using small amounts of clay because he felt it would be easier, and he's right, using bigger amounts of clay is a lot harder. So going up to 3 pounds, I have to use my whole body weight to centre the clay, something I don't find that easy anyway. And I'm also learning that as you take them out as they're drying, you need to be quite careful. So I bent the top of this one when I was turning it. I think it looks quite quirky and I like it, but I'd like to choose to be quirky rather than it happen by a happy accident, if that makes any sense. This was my poop. I did it when I was drunk. Well, actually I was hungover, so it's very wonky. It's my monkey drunk pot. Oh, that's interesting. That's kept its burnish. Oh, I like that. Now, I was looking that I'll put it on my blog, but there's a specific type of Neolithic pot where they burnished but only burnished part of it, and the pattern in the smoke fire was made by the difference between the burnished and unburnished surface. And so I tried to do that on this pot, and I was going to write about it on that particular day. So I'll do that and repost it and share some pictures with you. And as this one gets fired, we can have a look and see what it's, whether the difference in the outside of the pot makes a difference to the glaze. I think that would be really interesting. But towards the end, as we get a bit, as I get a bit more confident and I get a bit more time after Sunset Arts Week, I'm going to try and do some smoke firing with Dad. Now, Treston Holmes, my father, is an expert at that. I mean, yeah, that's what he's best known for. And then the final thing I want to show you, because this is the kind of thing I actually do, is my little lady. And so she's made with porcelain paper clay. And I think I'm just going to do her white. My sculptures I make, but I don't actually sell my sculptures. In fact, I don't sell anything. I just play and teach people about stuff, which I enjoy. Anyway, I thought you'd be interested in seeing that. Well, there are two more down there which I'll show you. So this is a plate that somebody made in a course, and they've been getting patterns, making patterns on the outside by bending wire, which I think will be a nice pattern. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then if you come upstairs with me, so this is the studio. I don't know if you can see, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. So that's where I pot when you see me on my little videos. And then upstairs, there's the rest of them. These are the very first pots I ever made, all glazed. And then these are my latest big ones. Well, big for me anyway. And that's my woman. I make a woman. As you can see, artistic, creative mess here. And what else? So I tend to make things like this. My dragon, I don't know if you can see it. Probably can't. Let's see if I can turn you around. Can I turn you around so I can see what you were looking at? No, I can't. So, yeah, so I tend to make things more like her. That's what I do. So this is all new to me. Sit on my stairs. Hello, Rosie. Hello, G. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, hello, Jay. Hello, Dave. Goodness, I didn't know anybody was watching. How teach me. Hello, Heather. Lovely to see you. Hello, Giselle. Haven't spoken to you for ages properly. And hello, Bruce. Nice. Anyway, I just thought I'd show people what the second biscuit firing was like. Bye.